Bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. Bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. Man, bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing, man. Bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. Man.
Good night in the morning. What's going on? I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. That's why we can't hear me. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Niggas and bitches, bitches and niggas. Eloquently petty, articulate assholery. I'm doing the daytime, I'm still getting phone calls. Up in the Negro, swag is in the building. My name is Walking since the KeepItOneHunned channel. What's poppin'? Happy Thursday. It's been a minute since I've done 2 back-to-backs. Alright, shout out to niggas in the chat. What's going on, Ron? What's going on, Ron? I see you. Eddie Longs. Grab second gear. Eddie, I see you. My man Rob is in the building. What's up, Rob? How many of y'all fuck with this Top Boy? We finna find out, man. If you ain't seen the series, I'm gonna tell you now. Get out of here because we spoiled it. We're gonna ruin it. You wanna know who died, who didn't die, everything. If you don't wanna know who died, you need to get out of this stream right now. Okay? Just letting you know. We about to ruin it for you. We about to ruin it for you, bro. Should I say bro? We're going to ruin it for you, bro. In it. Yeah, man, we about to talk about the Top Boy thing, man. You know. Want to do more of these show reviews and things like that, man. I don't know what y'all watching. I might do one of these on Snowfall. You know what I mean? Snowfall and I forgot what the other series I was watching, man. But yeah, man, today we talking about Top Boy. I don't know if y'all familiar with Top Boy from like way back, because Top Boy has been around for a long time before Netflix actually picked it up, right? So if you have Netflix, the original Top Boy series, they're calling it Top Boy Summer House, which it was really just Top Boy. But they're calling it that to differentiate the original with the, you know, the series that got picked up on Netflix, right? So yeah, we're gonna have a conversation, you know, for everybody that's watching it. Hold on one second. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today, man. We ain't gonna be here all day. I ain't gonna take up a bunch of your time. You know what I'm saying? So I got my man here, the pre-God, right? I'm gonna bring him up in a second because we were having a conversation about this earlier, and just want to get his opinion on it. And you know, I'm actually throw the link out there after we jump this off. So let me bring him up. This is my man Dupree. Wait, hold on. At the stage. This is my man Dupree God. I don't know if you ever seen him before, but this kid is very popular in the viral videos. I don't know what the fuck just happened to his camera just now though, but very popular in the viral video. Like he's in your shorts feed. This kid is in your shorts feed. All right, Dupree God. Dupree might say Dupree God, like when you see his name, Dupree God, Dupree God. So we were discussing Top Boy earlier, right? So let me bring up these slides. All right. Yeah, we were discussing it earlier. We were talking about, pretty much the last season, how it went down, how it ended, and we both have our opinions, man. So let me upload these slides, man. So with a show of ones, who has watched the series? Who is familiar with Top Boy? Who's familiar with the Top Boy series? The show, press number 1 or something if you're familiar with the Top Boy series. Okay, nobody knows what the fuck we talking about today. Okay, God flow thou one thy hate was God flow thou one thy hate hit us with some ones, right? So yeah. So all right, so you up on the Top Boy thing, man. I've been watching Top Boy, man. Bro, I can't tell you what year. Like it was a while back. It was a while back, and
I think like 2017.
Right? Yeah, kind of maybe before that. You know,
because it was out for a minute. It was obviously it was over there,
right?
And then they repackaged it and put it on Stars,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right. So been checking it out. So what people are doing is they're saying it's the UK version of The Wire, right? And that it has its similarities with The Wire, but I to be honest, I'm gonna say this. I think that it might have its similarities not just with The Wire, but also Power. Right? I also compare it to Power. And to me, Deshane is like Ghost, and Sully
is definitely Ghost.
Is Tommy. Sully is Tommy. Right? So at any rate, let me pull up some of these things here, right? So let's go. So first tell them who you are, because we know you do the wild shit in the videos, man. He just hit 100,000 subs.
100,000 subs.
Again, this man is, you see him now, but you're gonna see him in your shorts feed. It's impossible. Huh?
Yo, man, I'm an American rapper, viral influencer, conceptualist. That's what I like to call myself. I make crazy scenarios. I rap really well. I stay with a lot of beautiful women. And I just do dope shit.
Okay. So we're gonna move past that because this space is a little, they like, all right, let's get to the point.
Damn, I forgot they murdered this nigga.
So yeah, man. I collected these slides in order. And from the original Top Boy, man, this is one of the kids that was like really, really, really down. And it's like it's kind of messed up how he went out.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Crazy. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. Hey, what up, Go Professor? What's up, man? I see you. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Hold on, let me hit him up. Yeah, so it was pretty tough how my man went out. We'll discuss it a little bit more as we move along. This motherfucker, I couldn't wait for him to go.
Who you talking about? Hold on.
This is the dude that was working for Sugar. Now we ain't starting from Summer House. We starting from the first Netflix series. I don't want to go too far back.
Okay, cool.
So this is the dude that they had on Deshane when he was in Jamaica. Remember?
Yeah, this nigga's an asshole.
Yeah. I was happy to see him go. Right.
Yeah,
So
I was happy to see him die. He's
yeah.
a dick.
So hey, Godflow, the series is on Netflix. It's not on Stars. So you can the whole thing from beginning to end is on Netflix now. It started out on Stars, but now it's on Netflix. So you can check it out on Netflix. So all right. So here we go. This is after.
Why did they kill him again? Because they thought he snitched, right?
No, what happened was he set him up, and we gonna move into that, as we go forward. So, this is the scene on the roof with him and Sully or whatever the case may be. Right. So, Sully is pretty much like, why'd you do it? And you could see that like his feelings was hurt. His feelings was hurt. This is when they was going up against Jamie.
Yes.
So, right. So basically,
hold on, and just to put context to it, this is the first this is the first straight to Netflix portion of Top Boy.
Yeah, it is. Right. So we just gonna kind of like recap a little bit, and then we're gonna get to the final season, right? And it was ill how homie, I mean, they kind of put him in a position to do what he did. Right. So, we'll get back to it. This is the scene where Jamie and them run up in the restaurant, the restaurant where Deshane hangs out at.
Yeah, I remember.
So they run in there, they looking for him, you know what I mean? And while they running in there, tearing everybody up, tearing the place up, these motherfuckers are sitting in the car across the street watching them do it.
That was a crazy scene, dog.
Yeah,
like,
that was crazy. Right, because Deshane was like, what's up with Driz? And Sully ain't want to believe it. So Sully hops out the car and it's just Deshane in there because Deshane was right.
Yeah.
Like, is homie. Right. So
homie was the rat.
Homie was the inside man. He was the dude that, he told him, yeah, they're gonna be over here. Go get him. Cause they wasn't really giving him no props.
Yeah, so they was treating him like a sucker.
Yeah, they was playing him out. So he was going to rock with Jamie and them,
And Jamie, what I like about Jamie's character in this point, he was just like a ruthless little nigga, but he was smart about it.
Right. So now this is the end of the season.
That season.
Yeah, Deshane set him up. He gets locked up and things like that. Some of these slides are going to be out of order, but he sets him up and all of that shit. Shout out to Gold P. Said money for the play, Gold Professor, Gold P. No doubt. I appreciate you. And let me not forget Deacon Dave's super sticker up here, man. Hey, Deacon, man, what's going on, bro? So, yeah, man. So, he was a small little dude. So this was the scene where he kind of told him, listen, man, you remind me of me.
Yeah.
You remind me of me when I was coming up. Now, the crazy thing is, he telling the young dude. Now, of course, Deshane partner is Sully. So imagine you working somewhere, right? Or better yet, you and your man start a business. And then you hire a dude, and he's real good at what he do. And then they get to the point where you decide you want to make him a partner. This sounds like the Rockefeller Cameron issue. Like
but I'm gonna step in and say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We underplaying that whole season. Jamie was a terror to these niggas.
Yeah, he was.
Jamie was putting Deshane and Sully under massive pressure, massive threat. He was dead. He almost killed them a couple times.
Right.
He stole their drugs. It was a lot of pressure in that season, bro.
But the way
unbelievable.
The way Deshane is looking at it is like, yo, we need a dude like this on our team.
Super fat.
Right. We need to, what I'm saying? Like, of all the issues that we done went up against, this dude, he presented us with the biggest problems. We need to get this dude on the team.
Do you think it was right for Duchesne to snitch and set him up?
It was necessary.
I think,
This ain't about right. This the streets.
yeah.
It was necessary. So like this is kind of like, okay, when you talk about The Wire, Avon versus Marlo. Marlo ain't do shit that was correct. He did what was necessary. And again, I not to say that I ride with everything he did, but he did what was necessary. Shout out to Deacon Dave again. Appreciate it.
I think if he didn't do it, them niggas would have been dead.
If who?
If Duchesne didn't snitch and set bro, I'm gonna say set up. If he ain't set bro up the way he set bro up, he'd knock him and Sully off. Remember, leading up to that, they almost knocked him off in that scene before. He had to kind of do that whole situation to get him up out of there.
Well, yeah. And Sully was upset about it.
Yes.
See, it's kind of crazy because Sully is a nutcase, but then he has a conscience when he wants to have a conscience. Right? So he thought that was wrong. He's like, just because we didn't lose don't mean we didn't win. I don't know if you remember that line, right?
Yeah, when he walked away.
Right. So, he told him to come back. He sat him down. He showed him the little footage that he had. Like, hey, look, I can get you out of here unless you want to do this time. If you don't want to do this time, you come work for me. And that's how he was able to convince him, come work for me, man. Come work for me. You're a smart dude. You remind me of me when I was younger. And, he was basically telling, at first he was like, fuck you. But then he saw that footage. He saw that footage like, yo, I could come home. So, Duchesne walks out, grinning his face, on some ghost shit.
Now, I'm going to say that scene, yeah, I feel like the setup was on some ghost shit, but he walks out on some Danny Ocean shit.
Same thing.
Yeah, but no, the way they depict Duchesne, and this is prudent to what we talking about. The way they depict Duchesne in them first 3 to 4 situations, every time he walks out on some smooth Danny Ocean, the fucking birds is chirping, the fucking songs is going, it's just cool, super shit, like cool, calm, collected.
Right, because he the brains of the situation. Which now understand, I'm telling all this backstory so we can get to when we get to the final season, we gonna understand like the issues. So yeah, brains of the situation, right? So now, towards the end of that, now you see the scene where you got the feds, they closing in on these niggas, right? So they got their pictures on the wall, they got Duchesne as the top boy. Right?
Yeah.
And you notice that nobody sees Sully as an equal to Duchesne.
You think so?
Everybody looks at Duchesne as like, they look, Sully should have played his role as the enforcer, as the muscle. Okay. And that's how people see him. Even though, we know y'all are, it's like the same way a lot of people didn't really respect Stringer as Avon's partner until Avon was locked up. But Stringer's the number 2. He's the number 2. And a lot of people don't really, every time something happened, even when Sully was running the situation, they was like, yo, let's call Duchesne. And it would piss him off. He would get mad. What you mean? What you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
you mean?
Because it shows, I think, yes, Duchesne was a tough guy.
He was a smart guy.
But he was a smart dude. He didn't want everybody done off. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Right. But the thing is, all Sully really know how to do
is done somebody off.
Right. He's a blunt object.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He's not cunning. He's not, slick, any of that.
He's also not likable.
Because yeah, because of the character he is. He's pretty much a killer. But see, he has layers to him. So now what I don't have in these slides is his relationship with the young kid that got burnt up in the fire, which is probably at that point the only person he probably really cared about, other than maybe his daughter or whatever, right? So Jamie comes home after Shane gets him out, right? He meets up with his people. Now, Jack, who, we haven't spoken about up to this point, she shows up, get a nigga a bottle from Shane or whatever the case may be, right? So, of course, that's Jamie right hand man, Kit,
Yep.
who majorly fucks up later,
Subaru
right?
fucks up.
Superly fucks up to the point where, son had to choose between his man and his brothers. That's what he
Why do you think Kit fucked up that bad though?
I mean, he did what anybody would do. He explained it. He's like, yo, what did you want me to do? He didn't know that his man was gonna come home. He's looking at it like, yo, you set my man up to do the bid. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't see it that way? But he's not thinking, yo, Deshane gonna take care of it. Son is gonna come home, this and that and the other. He thought in the moment, like, yo, I'm gonna go deal with that. Because remember that last episode, he kicked in the lady door.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, he already on her hostile.
Well, do you think he was wrong?
Who, Kit?
Yeah.
No. He was wrong when he tried to cover it up.
He should. You think he should have just said it?
I mean, it couldn't have been any worse than what eventually happened.
You think if he'd have told them about him setting up all that, they would have been like, "All right, we can understand, we see."
I mean, who knows? We know how it goes the other way. Him not saying shit is like Lil Kev in The Wire. And everybody who watched The Wire know what happened to Lil Kev. He said, hey, man, I think you should go talk to Marlo. That ain't work for him, but, I'm saying, So we're gonna move forward, man. So we're gonna get back to Jack later, who up to this point was a ride or die chick.
Yeah.
She was a ride or die chick.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how her character has been played up to this point. She's a ride or die chick and she's not playing, right? So okay, so now this is Lizzie. Lizzie was working with Jamie.
Yes.
Lizzie was working with Jamie. Lizzie couldn't be trusted, right? Which kind of confuses me how Duchesne got into business with her later. Because that Lizzie wasn't Duchesne's people. She was Jamie's people. Right?
Yes.
And she ends up taking all this money from him.
She fucked Jamie too.
Yeah, she fucked Jamie. Not but what I'm saying is, yeah, she did. But I'm talking about part of Duchesne's issue in the last season was she ran off with a bunch of his money.
Mm-hmm.
Which didn't make, why would he trust her enough to give her a bunch of money? Like he done threatened her life a couple times. I just didn't get that, right? So
I ain't even think about that because you never see Lizzie in this season.
Not
all
at
you
all.
see is the old lady. So I thought
the old lady.
The old lady, when they put money into the summer house fund, I didn't even put two and two together that Lizzie was that person because they didn't show her.
Right. So your man Kieran, right? So we're gonna get to him later because he was involved in the situation with Jack, which, sad for him. I mean, it's crazy, man. He's trying to cover her situation up. Right. So now this kid, he didn't appear in the whole last season. The whole last season, he didn't show up, right?
Who, Karen?
No, the brother. I
Oh
forgot.
yeah, he definitely didn't appear in the whole last
He
season.
didn't appear in the whole last season, and the only reason that there's a slide for him is because people put him on the list of suspects for what we're going to talk about later, right? So, okay, so this is I think
Jack,
this is where
that's Duchesne.
Deshane tells Jamie he got to kill his man. He had to kill Kit, right? This is
Kit
where
got to
this is the
go.
scene, huh?
That's where Kit gotta go.
Right, Kit got to go. This is the scene where she's talking to Sully about her sister,
Sully
right?
was like, fuck that bitch.
No, he held her down.
Oh,
He let her stay at his crib. Again, I'm showing this to because
oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna flip it later.
Duchesne was tight at his sister.
Yeah, but you know, this no, the Shane was like, yo, I gotta let Sully know because they were trying to help her out with her sister because she had been loyal the whole time. So they were trying to overlook a lot of shit.
No, but her sister, remember in that season, this season, her sister did something to where they was
Her
like, nah, bitch, you can't come back
Right,
home.
I'm gonna tell you, her sister set up Sully. Her sister set up Sully. So in this scene, Sully's basically telling her, yo, I'm gonna let your sister stay at my crib because remember he had the little boat in the little river or whatever the fuck. He was living in a boat. He let her rock the crib and he bounced. But he told Jack, you know, he's like, yo, I'm really disappointed in you. This is him at the restaurant with him. Yeah, he told him, you know, I'm really disappointed in you because you didn't tell, you know, you brought her back to town knowing what she did. Like Sully he wasn't playing. Like if you violated, you was out of here. Like he was
He was a
cut and
wild boy.
dry about it.
Sully was a wild boy.
So this is Jamie hearing that he got to kill his mans. So this is the meeting. Remember they met up with the Spanish dudes or whatever.
Yeah, that's
And
when they went across seas.
Right, Jamie was
Is this
trying to
the
cut a
first? Is this
side
the
deal.
clip from the first time they meeting with the Spanish boys where he wound up killing somebody, killing a bodyguard or something?
This is the last meeting they had.
This when Jamie was trying to pull a fast one.
This is after that. This is when the drug dealer kind of blew Jamie's spot up with Sully. He's like, oh, you trying to cut side deals for yourself, huh? Like you quiet now, right? So this is, you know, this is after they shot the dude. They shot the I think he was a Fed or something like that. So that's when Sully approached Jamie.
No, that's when they shot the cop, and the cop was like, "You can't shoot me."
They shot the cop, and then he was like, "Oh, so you try to cut a side deal, right?" So they had that conversation, right? So that's all season. That's, you know, then this is the last scene where he comes, he shoots him.
What do you think his thoughts was behind shooting him?
Okay, so let's talk about that. So my point of view is, number one, he ain't trust him. Sully never trusted Jamie.
I wouldn't either.
Right. But the other part of it is he was jealous. He was jealous of Jamie because Jamie was impressing Duchesne. And Sully felt like Duchesne ain't respect him as a partner.
Yeah, how you gonna respect this young dude, but you don't respect me?
Yeah, like, you know, I'm out here putting in all this work, right? But then you talking about he's retirement plan and you about to give him the hustle. Like, nah, he gotta go because it's my time to shine. So he probably looked at it like, if I don't get rid of homie, he gonna be next, not me. And I ain't never get the rock. So he got him up out of there, and then his little brother saw him shoot him. So this is the other chick that ended, you know, this is the chick that stole homie's money. He took his bread, right?
So did they both take it together, or they took it individually?
I'm not sure. I don't know if he gave all his money to one person or they gave him to all of them or whatever. But, you know, she ran off with his bread, which, because he was like, yo, I need my money for the nail salon, and his girl wanted. Man, I would have had her take me to where my bread was right there. But he ain't know these people. And that's not characteristic of who that's not who his character was. It's not who his character was.
Hmm.
So let's keep going. So this, remember the Irish
Well,
kid.
I'm gonna say this. He trusted them from last season because they was trying to launder the money.
Okay.
Remember that was what the Summer House Fund was about, laundering the money.
Right. But how you gonna give her your whole fortune?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, he gave her all the bread.
Yeah, I didn't think he gave her all the bread. That was wild.
What's up,
All
Coach
the bread,
LeBron?
giving away all the bread is wild.
Right, he gave her all the bread. So okay, so then the Irish dudes try to muscle in on Sully and shit.
All right, so are we starting the next Are we starting next? Are we starting this season now?
Yeah, we talk about this season now, right?
All right, cool.
So, right.
So let me get into it with the Irish dudes right quick.
The Irish dudes?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So now let me get into it with how these niggas know where the Moroccan niggas are. And out of everybody that the Moroccan dudes are connected with, out of all because the Moroccan dudes got probably plugs around the world, nigga. Around the world, just not in a little summer house.
Right.
Just not a little. How you reach out to Dushane and Sully? Like, did the nigga keep a Rolodex somewhere? Like Dushane and Sully. I'm pretty sure they marketing across the world with these drugs, bro. How the fuck you just reach out to Dushane and Sully, bro?
Right, but this is what I'm saying. This is why. So my point. This is why the last season, God Flow. I don't know if you feel the way we feel, man, but I feel like the last season. I like the performances. But I didn't like how it was written. Like it was like looks good, feels good. It was nice to see them back, but like a lot of stuff just didn't make sense. I feel like they were piecing stories together just to end it. I didn't even know that this was going to be the final season because they were building up a story. They were building up, the feds was going to come after Dushane and them. That ain't going down, I guess. Then there's,
No, matter of fact, bro, you're super right. What was all that about?
But that's why I showed they pictures on the wall, because they were building up a story like the feds was about to build a case against these dudes and come at them. I don't know if Drake said, "Yo, this is it, y'all." You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, man, they must have got canceled because there was so much other story they was building, and they had to kind of wrap it up in 6 episodes. 6 episodes for a season. A final season?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
It's kind of disappointing what they did here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just everybody's acting out of character. Right? So yeah, the whole thing with the Irish dudes is crazy. So now
hold on. Before you even, do you think everybody acting out of character is due to the writer's strike?
No, they're in Britain, bro. This is British shit. Yeah, SAG is the US. So yeah, this is shot out there. So this scene here, how did you feel about this? He ended up murdering this dude.
All right, if anything in this series grinded my gears and made me tight, it was this scene right here. And this was the scene I was like, he has never done that.
Right.
It's like when they started making ghosts act erratic.
Right.
It was like, nigga, Ghost would never do that. Like, he has never done that in these 4 years, these 4 seasons, which are like a span of 10 years?
So this was Dushane Sully moment.
Yeah, I was like, he would never do that. For one, I'm gonna tell you why he would never do that. For one, the writing here was so poor. And I don't want to say poor because it looked amazing. It looked amazing, and maybe somewhere in somebody's brain it was logical to get that upset. He had already paid
Right.
the detective.
Yeah, he had his lawyer pay the detective.
Yeah, and then but the detective or whoever it was knew where the guy was.
Right. So what was the point in killing his man for not finding the women that he was already
That you
paying?
already found.
Right.
You already paid the money. You knew they was in Dublin. You went there knowing they was in Dublin. So what was the point of? And I'm gonna say this, right? And this is for anybody doing any kind of crime, which I don't condone. The bitches left this nigga. Obviously, he knows nothing. His only crime is being an idiot.
But this is what they call a plot device, right? So what has to happen is they have to establish a reason for him to be on the run. Right? Right? Shout out to Kobe. Kobe rocks with that top boy. She says Sully was a two masquerading as a number one. Deshane and Jamie are number one guys. What's up, 100? What's good, bro? But this is absolutely correct. You know, Sully is an enforcer. So he's a soldier.
He is Sammy the Bull. You Sammy the Bull,
Right.
man.
Right.
It's Sammy the
Luca
Bulls and
Brasi.
then the John Gotti's, man.
Right. You Luca Brasi. You know what I'm saying? You one of these guys. You got to play everybody got to play their lane. But you know, he wanted to be top boy, right? And he couldn't handle that is man. Like, you know, he was the little brother. He just couldn't, his ego couldn't take it. But this scene made no sense. How many other scenes in this series, you know, where they handle business, and if Deshane was on the scene for that, they was really, really, really not, you know, careful and calculated about it. Hey, Kobe, if you just jumped in here, man, that's what we was talking about earlier, man.
What you saying?
Nah, I said, you know, how many other times they done ran up in the spot and they was just real calculated about it.
Yeah.
You know, he go home, he cleaning his fingernails, he doing all this other crazy shit, right? So, you know, Kobe says not everyone is Avon and Stringer. Now, let's talk about that for a second. See, I think that Stringer has some of the issues that Sully had in reference to he felt like nobody respected him or saw him as an equal to Avon. If Avon was in the room, Stringer was invisible. Now, in his absence, Stringer was the man. That's why, in order for shit to go his way, he had to get Avon locked up. He had to go to Bunny. Y'all remember the Bunny Colvin shit? He had to go to Bunny and get his man knocked, right? Because his man was in the way of the Prop Joe shit, right? So, in this instance, you know, he basically told him, yo, fall back. Yo, get out of here, fall back. I'm taking over the shit. And for Deshane to just fall back, yo, just give me my money. Deshane is already in trouble with money. But now he's saying he gonna fall back from the game.
I ain't even think about that.
Right. It doesn't make sense. How you gonna fall back from the game? Your pockets is fucked up.
Well, I'm gonna say this, right? That's just not a character of him. Even when he was falling back, even in that last season, because he was kind of like about to hand it over to whoever he's about to hand it over to or whatever, it still was like a sense of, no, I'm still kind of running this because you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Well, so, he was in the cut.
Yeah, but think about his interactions with Sully all the time. Even when they was broke, his shit is like, I'm running it. I got you. Let me just do it, and you do what you do best.
But that's how shit should work.
You know what I mean? So it made no sense to me when you see the heads, and now you're just gonna let this nigga just do whatever he does. It was just, I don't think that was like good writing at all.
Hey Toya, tell me who you couldn't stand, because we done said a lot of names here. He said this season had a lot of issues and holes in the storytelling. We gonna address all of that. So yeah, man, this scene with him killing this dude,
I think that was total bullshit. Because even boom, take it. There's no way he didn't think about the CCTV. He ain't think about nigga. That's what got fucking Jamie wrapped up and packed out of here.
Right. Is it reminds me of Power where Tommy goes and shoots up the lawyer at Ghost Crib with a tech. in the
It wasn't even a tech. Nigga had a machine gun, nigga. The nigga had a Gatling.
He shot up, right? Tommy went to Ghost Crib
caliber
to shoot up the lawyer in Ghost Crib with a tech in a midtown Manhattan
tech, bro.
Like,
the
bro,
nigga
what
had
are you
Gatling
doing?
gun.
Bro, I don't know. So this is the scene, of course, where they got the Irish dudes up in the nursing home or whatever. Cause the old lady tipped them off. They paid the old Jamaican lady to tip them off when the motherfucker was gonna be there.
I'm gonna say why that didn't make no sense.
Talk to me.
Nigga, it's too quick to trust you. You ain't even make no money for me yet. Why am I taking you to the fucking spot? Why am I taking you to the spot where I have my precious father? After I just revealed to you that I know where your kids and your baby mom live and all this. Why would I take you to my spot where my father is that I love? And I'm having a birthday party for him next week.
It's probably a lot of hubris. Like, I'm not saying it makes sense, but if I am to try to make it make sense, if you part of the Irish mob and you feel like, yo, these niggas can't touch us, right? Yeah. These niggas can't touch us, then to you it don't matter who you what you show them. Like, you can't come do shit. Again, just a guess, right? So this is the scene where Jamie's brother reveals to Cy, who's the kid standing on the right. You don't see his face, but Cy was one of Jamie's closest friends. So he tells Cy, yo, it's Sully that killed my brother, because the streets think, the streets is alleging it, but no, he's been saying that he didn't see it. But now he finally admits, yeah, it was Sully who killed him. So Kobe says, you can't betray the audience when you have the smartest character on the show making terrible decisions. Power with Ghost is an example, and Omari Hardwick didn't like how they did his character. Shit. Does it snowfall anybody? Snowfall anybody? Facts, So he tells him this, right? Which this scene gives me kind of a, how can I say, it gives me a theory that we're going to reach toward the end, right? So this is the scene where Jack meets up with Sully to admit that she stole the drug. So now let's talk about Jack deciding to rob Sully. With
never.
No. What are you doing? If I was in the writer's room, I would be like, no, what are y'all doing? And it was for nothing. So they had her take the drugs to give them back, right? Take the drugs to give them back. And that was, I guess, to create this thing where now, the Shane would be in motion to decide to rob Sully. So before we get here, right? So
no, we got to go back to Jack, man. Bring Jack back.
Okay, talk to me.
Jack is such a loyal character. And now the thing that divides Jack is that she's loyal to both Duchesne and Sully.
Mm-hmm.
Never in a million. And on top of that, Jack is ruthless. I know she a girl and all, but she's probably one of the most not give a fuck, ruthless people on the show. And to plot device her sister dying from an overdose,
right?
To make her, I don't think that would make her a change,
right? Because
that's just not how that works. And realistically, as a fucking human, she still has to get money. She only knows street shit. Right. Bitch ain't got no doctorate. Like, she ain't go to college. She only knows running the road. So now, after
Right.
only knowing running the road, you fucking rob the food for no reason. You ain't rob the food to like. She has to know in her heart that even if I rob this little bit of pounds, it's not gonna change anything.
But where was she supposed to hustle at?
No, but she didn't rob them to hustle. She robbed them to stop them from selling the drugs, bro.
Nah, she was trying to get a new start. They was gonna break out.
No, nigga.
They was gonna
go
leave.
back.
You know, they was
Son,
gonna
go-
leave.
Bro, no, that was after she got discovered. Go back. She stopped this. The literally joint is the title of the episode is called "The Food Is Killing Us."
Right, I remember.
She robbed them. This is the thought in the writer's room. She robbed them
Stupid
to
thought.
stop the input and the influx of drugs in the fucking city. Bro,
Now,
who wrote this?
my thing is, now Jack gave up her sister to these niggas in the previous season. So now she's saying to these niggas, fuck y'all. My sister's on drugs, right? So drugs must stop. Like she became, you know, Martin Luther the King Jack. Like all of a sudden,
All of a
she wanted to
sudden,
stop
bro.
the whole drug trade. She was going to just rob their little keys, and the whole drug trade was going to stop. Right? But nah, it just didn't make sense. So then, okay, so let's get to the point where she comes, she wants to get her drugs back. So she comes to meet Sully to give him his drugs back. Now, half of those drugs belong to Deshane. Now think about this. Sully owed Deshane money. His cut.
Yeah.
So then they take the smartest dude in the show. They have him rob his man for drugs, which he was supposed to get paid off. Now his money was supposed to be so fucked up, he's on the run because the feds is coming from him. If he could hide from street niggas, why he couldn't lay low from the feds until Sully went and flipped them bricks, pieced them off, and then he could have left. The idea of him robbing Sully is so unnecessary. He said, yo, that's why he went to the old folks home with him. He said, listen, I don't need this to be fucked up because my money is fucked up. So I'm coming with you. Sully wasn't with it, but he didn't have a choice. He said, nah, nigga, I'm coming with you. Because if you fuck this up, I'm fucked up. Right? So again, these bricks, and that was some paid in full shit right there. These bricks, half of them bricks was Deshane's bricks. That was Deshane's money. So if Deshane's supposed to be this broke dude, right? Which again, I don't understand why somebody like him would give all of his money to these chicks, right?
It don't make sense, bro.
Right. So now he's broke, but he needs all the bricks to escape. So he's gonna rob his man, right? Instead of telling his man, they was like, yo, you go your way, I go mine, but you still owe me bread. You telling me that bread from half of them bricks wouldn't have had them straight? Let me read this comment right here. Kobe said, Jack is more like Alfie Solomons from Peaky Blinders. They understand that you live by the sword, you die by it. Which is, and Kobe, I fucks with the Peaky Blinders. I don't know how many people fuck with the Peaky Blinders. And to me, Alfie's the only dude on the show that can rock with Thomas Shelby. He's the only one on the whole show that can hold it down, right? So he said, hands down, Snoop was different on a wire, but enjoying the conversation. Yeah. But my thing is, imagine Snoop turning on Chris. That's what this was. It would never in a million years happen.
It didn't make sense for her to. And I forgot that she was willing to give up her sister,
right?
Because she fucked her sister, fucked it up,
right,
nigga.
Right.
That's why turn around and grow a kind of like. She knows how drugs work, like in real time. Like, shorty, I could take these 17 keys. It's gonna be more keys in the hood. This shit doesn't matter. It's not gonna
But-
stop.
Right, but not only that, but she knows who she's dealing with. You're dealing with a mass murdering dude.
Yeah, you dealing with like a serial killer type
Yo,
nigga.
Sully's a mass murderer.
Yeah,
He's
unhinged.
he's a mass murderer.
I'm
And
gonna tell you also why it didn't make sense. Because Sully, Sully, they gave Jack the green light to even get her sister back.
Bro, listen, that's why I showed the scenes from earlier, because you got people that they were supposed to kill a girl. That was under any other circumstance. If it wasn't Jack, Shorty would have got murdered.
And that
Right.
is how loyal Jack was. And that's
Because-
only off the strength of how loyal Jack had been
Right.
to the game.
On the strength of her loyalty and her position, like she was like a lieutenant, so she wasn't just
regular.
Yeah, she was important to the situation.
Yeah.
So and she was effective. Like she was effective. She did her thug thizzle. So we need you. You're loyal. Your sister fucked up. We gonna let that slide, right? Now her man's Kieran, he's a fucking idiot. So they got him out of there. Like, okay, you lied to me. Your ass is out immediately.
Yo, what the fuck was that about?
Bro,
they had nothing. They didn't know anything. I'm not
talking
gonna
about?
change my story up at the end. I don't know shit.
Right. Well, I guess that was to show the monster that is Sully, right? The monster that is Sully, right? Because Deshane ain't give a fuck about Kieran.
Obviously, that was stated early on in the
right. He said, "Fuck him. Fuck. I don't give a fuck about him." But that was her people, right? He was just, he wasn't important to the situation. He was he was around, but she was important, and they let a lot of shit slide. And after everything that Sully the Killer does for you, you saying, "I'm gonna stop the drug trade by robbing from this guy." And I'm loyal, and you're a killer, and I know if you find out, it's a wrap. And so then she brings the drugs to the projects, right? She brings the drugs to the hood. She bumps into, she calls Deshane, which bad idea, right? Because they all called Deshane. They all called Deshane. She's not thinking. She calls Deshane. Deshane bumps into her in the hood, knocks her the fuck out, takes the drugs, knocks out Jack, take the drugs, right? So now she got to show up to Sully with no drugs. 2 questions. If Deshane knew that she would go back to Sully and say, "Hey, Deshane took the drugs," why he ain't pop her in the melee? Or why
because they was away from everybody.
Right, he could have got her up out of there. These are killers. They don't hesitate. The silencers on the guns and all, and you out of there. Now I could walk out of here, go meet up with these dudes, and be out. But plot device, right? So she bumps into Sully. Sully's like, "Oh, now you don't get no pass," right? He could have popped her right there and did, right?
Yeah, like what the fuck was that about?
Which, to be honest, I could understand why he wouldn't, but
why? Because everybody's around.
Nah, not because of that. Because I mean, he had a heart for this chick. He did. I think he kind of had a heart for this chick. But moving right along. Again, these are killers. Moving right along. So now Sully start chasing. I don't know how the hell in the middle of all that they found that dude. Sully and who was with him? Who was with Sully? The
Sully
other dude.
And that random dark skinned nigga that nobody know. I don't know who
right.
the fuck that was.
Yeah, he was a new dude. So look, he's chasing Deshane now, trying to get him. They start shooting out. Deshane finds his 2 pickup men for the dude he hired to get him up out of there. These niggas is hired, trained killers, right? With machine guns. And Sully takes these niggas out on some John Wick shit. Did you see that shit? How? Yo, did you see the guns they had? And Sully had a pistol. These motherfuckers had assault weapons, and this dude had a pistol, and he shot them like Eddie Murphy killed Arsenio Hall in Harlem Nights. So Alfie was willing to take the fall for the kidnapping of Tommy's son, and Tommy knew it. Alfie didn't want to be spared over. Yo, I watched that scene over and over. I watched that scene over and over. Yo, he told him about himself. He told him about himself, man. Yo, if you don't fuck with the Peaky Blinders, you gotta fuck with the Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
I don't want him to spare me of a fucking pact. Yo, Tom Hardy is the fucking man, bro. He's the man.
Tom Hardy is that guy.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna send you some YouTube links just so you can see these scenes he's in. You know, and Kobe, one of my favorite scenes with Tom Hardy and the Peaky Blinders was with the Italian. I forgot dude's real name. You know, he came in trying to strike a deal like, you know, you're gonna sell out Tommy for us. He was like, the door is right out there on Baker Street. That shit was funny as shit. Yo, Tom Hardy's the man. But anyway, so chasing DeShane, Sully shoots his two train killers. DeShane shoots Sully's man, and then DeShane, you know, who's grown up in these P's all his life, ends up in the dead end like he didn't know that big ass gate was there, and now he's trapped, right?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I'm like, all right, they're gonna have a gun standoff because that's the only way it could go down.
Right, but he ain't even, yo, he's like, oh, what I'm gonna do? So he throws the bag over the big iron fence and starts to climb the shit, and Sully pops him. Okay.
That doesn't make sense.
Mind you, this is where they grew up at. How he get caught in the alley? He knows it. He knows it's a dead end. These dudes are from Summer House. How does this happen? You ain't never been over there before in that little corner? Listen, I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn. I know which blocks not to run down if I'm trying to run from somebody. Okay? All right? I'm not going to run up Kenmore Place trying to get away from somebody.
Nah, but yo, the craziest part is, like you said earlier, nigga, for one, oh yeah, and we forget to mention, it's a riot going over about immigration. So everybody's outside just fucking shit up.
No, they was evicting people. The immigration thing was over. They beat that, but they was coming to evict everybody to take the P's. So they was like, nah, we ain't leaving. Y'all ain't getting us up out of here.
Wait, to take Summer House?
They was coming to take Summer House.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I think what's his name had pulled his money out. DeShane. I think he had, if I'm correct. If I'm wrong, somebody in the chat correct me. I think
it was still about immigration though, dog.
Nah. No, they came for Karen because his paperwork wasn't straight. But that second time they came, it was all the people. They came to evict everybody. It was like, yo, you know, y'all gotta get. It was like, nah, we not leaving.
Yeah, and so hold on, let's talk about the Karen thing right quick. So apparently, the cops in the UK are soft.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Apparently they soft because they just let Karen go. Like, yeah,
you know, the thing that kind of bothered me is in the previous season, you had the dudes in black in the helmets and all that, police shields and all that. Run up in what I'm trying to remember who they came for, right? But now you know, in England,
they came for the little man. I think they came for Karen.
No, this is before that. This is the previous season. They came.
Yeah, they came for the mom. They came for the mom. They came for somebody's mom or something like that.
Nah, this was something else. I'm talking about, yo, they came full force. They came on some, you know, these motherfuckers look like SWAT. And the thing that confused me is the whole time they was dealing with the Karen locked up they ain't sending the SWAT team. Now I know that the regular boys in England don't carry, right? They don't carry. Crazy. Right. But the dudes with the little, checkerboard shit on their hats, they don't carry. You know what I'm saying? But you telling me at some point this shit going crazy, they not gonna send some real boys over there? Okay, all right. Anyway,
They
so
wound up just letting that nigga go.
we changed our minds. He can leave now. So, which I don't know why they needed that in the story to make Jack a civil rights hero in the projects, and they painted a mural on. I ain't get it.
It was for the riot.
Hey, look, man. So let's get to this scene right here. So this scene is, this is Sully. He's talking to Deshane through a fence. Deshane is on the other side of the fence, all shot. He shot him once. He ain't shoot him multiple times. He shot him once.
In the gut, though.
In the gut. Deshane is on the other side, dying, right? Having a conversation. And, Sully is like, yo, what are you doing? Like, he's like, you shot me. He's like, you robbed me. He's arguing like two little niggas. Like, you could tell, like, this is the type of conversation niggas that know each other for years would have. Like, nigga, well, you shot me. Why you shoot me? Because you robbed me. You shot,
Yeah.
What you wanted me to do? So this is the conversation where everything comes out. Listen. I just wanted your respect. And that's what Deshane is like. I respect you, bro. But what I don't understand about that is, as many times as Deshane got this dude out of trouble, how many times did Deshane save Sully?
A lot.
A lot.
He literally physically went to get him.
Right. It's the Ghost and the Tommy shit. Like, for but the thing is, when you're the guy who always got to get saved, you develop a complex about the person that's saving you. You start to feel like they feel like you need them. You're trying to prove, because I don't know if because I grew up with, my boys that I grew up with, a lot of them are younger than me. Right. And some of my closest dudes that I grew up with, I was always getting them out of shit. But then they got a point to prove. They want to feel like I'm not just a dumb dude that you gotta get out of jams. I'm not a fuck up. Like, I'm capable. I'm competent. And they got a point to prove, not really to you, but to themselves. And I think that Sully felt like Deshane looked at him like, you just a fuck up. I gotta continuously. And to be honest, he kind of knew it about himself, and him trying to run.
My thing is this, right?
What's up?
Even with niggas thinking Sully was a fuck up, the nigga loved you. Cause you fucked up big time a lot. Like, you fucked up when they was broke. You fucked up when they was almost making money. You fucked up when he had to come literally get you.
Right.
In a synchronized sting operation, you tied up in a basement, right? Or some crazy shit like that. The nigga had to come kill everybody and come get you.
Right. But even in the, further back, like, he had to come get him. He had to get him out of trouble. I think he got him out of a legal situation too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sully had a point to prove, man. He I'm gonna put this link up. I want to hear some perspectives from some people. But yeah, man. Shout out to Amari. He said this whole season was a letdown. I mean, from the things that we've been watching, the characters that we were used to, and I'm not gonna say it wasn't exciting to look at. Now, before we I want to get to this, so this is the part where he tells Jack, you ain't getting no pass, right? So now let's talk about this scene, bro. Jamie's little brother and Sully. So Sully walks his daughter to school or something like that, or walks in the park with her, and then he's by himself. And then, this was something that I saw coming. I knew that at some point, because they was building it up. I knew that at some point Jamie's little brother, would catch up to Sully. And I thought he was just gonna catch up to him. Because we seen Deshane get shot by Sully, which, for all the times that Deshane came and got this motherfucker, you got to be thinking like, damn, like he should have let them niggas have him.
You said what?
He should have Deshane should have let the niggas eat Sully.
Why you say that?
The nigga, look how it turned out. Your man's end up popping you now. Now we up to this last scene. So the last scene where
Wait, so you think Sully was wrong for Deshane getting for popping Deshane?
It's hard to say. It's just that their relationship is always been Deshane taking L's for Sully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Deshane didn't need Sully. He was just ruthless as Sully was. But that was his
more
man.
Calculated.
Yeah, but it was ruthless and calculated. That was his man. So
that was his brother.
Right. So Kobe says, you would think Sully would have more inherent loyalty towards him.
All right, but should he have loyalty in the sense of he just stole from this nigga?
I mean,
so that's a hard one.
But see, he felt like he had to steal because, and I'm not making excuses, but he said it. He said, yo, you said you ain't fucking with me no more. So, because he's like, yo, why you ain't just come to me and ask for it? It's like, yo, you just said you ain't fucking with me. But again, it goes back to he's supposed to get a cut of that. So I don't understand why he would do it either.
Yeah, because they had 24 bricks in there. 24 bricks. That mean they had 12 bricks. 12 bricks. That mean they had like on Deshane's own. That was probably like what? Probably like 3 or 4 or 5 million.
And that ain't enough.
Yeah, that ain't make no sense.
Right. So it makes sense, bro. So yeah, Kobe says the Ghost in Time example is perfect. Can't forget Franklin and Neon. And we got to do a Snowfall breakdown. But now just to finish reading what Sully's been grimy towards Deshane for a long time. It ain't the first time, he's had like kind of like aspirations to be on top. So he said, you think Sully would have more inherent loyalty towards him, and there was always tension between them from Sully. Right?
I think the tension wasn't from the loyalty, because for the most part, Sully was loyal. I think the tension stems from what you've been saying. The tension stems from him wanting to prove.
Nah, man. It depends on what you categorize or define as loyalty. Sully was loyal to his need of Deshane for the most part, but like think about all the old seasons, man. Sully did a lot of things that was like, yo, like you that it wasn't necessary. Yeah, this is the first time we seeing Deshane do something crazy.
Yeah.
Right, but it wouldn't be the first time you've seen Sully do. That's why he said, when Sully thought that Deshane set up the Irish dudes to come at him, he said, bro, I'm nothing like you.
Wait, did Sully try to set Deshane up? I don't remember that.
No. Sully went to, and I got the clip from that. Sully went to the restaurant to talk to Deshane because Sully suspected that Deshane put the boys on him. That's what he thought. He said, no, I'm nothing like you. In other words, he's implying that that's some shit you would do. That's some shit you would do. I wouldn't do that. That's what you would do.
That was kind of crazy. That was a crazy scene.
Right. That was a crazy scene. But, he's like, nah, but he's like, yo, just remember, if I fail, you fail. He's like, nah, I don't. Deshane was like, yo, I don't get down like that. If you think about it, in the whole series, aside from Deshane all of a sudden in the last season trying to rob Sully, what has Deshane done directly to Sully to grind him out? Think about it.
Nothing.
Really?
I think what Sully. All right. So now speaking from Sully's perspective, I think Sully thinks that Duchesne grimed him out because he was successful and calculated, and he tries
That's
to,
jealousy.
huh?
That's jealousy. That's
Yeah,
not.
of course. But I'm just saying, from Sully's perspective, in his mind, Duchesne is always trying to show him up, but Duchesne is just trying to do the work the right way.
So let's talk about this scene, man. So little man runs up on Sully in the park, got the gun on him, and
What do you think about that scene?
so he's like, yo, look, I had, your brother was in the game. Your brother was in the game, right? Your brother wasn't no innocent. Your brother was in the game, and this I did what I had to do, just like you have to do what you have to do, and it was fair. Sully played the game like, I know what I'm out here doing. I live by the sword, I die by it. So he ain't even try to grab it. Like, look, you got me cold. If you got to pop me, then pop me. Like, I think at this point, Sully has seen enough death. Like, at that point, he was kind of like done. Like, he's like, look, if you want to take me out, take me out. I'm with it.
I'm
I
tired.
accept. Right, I accept. Because he killed this man. His man is gone. They got their beef, but like, I killed my boy. Like he said, we're you got to be monsters or you got to be food, and I can never be food. So he's aware that he's a monster. He's aware of it, and at this point, it's just he's too far gone. It's too late, and he's like, yo, look, if you got to take me out, little man, I totally understand it. I get it, and that's the look on his face, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, Kano deserves a fucking award for this series. And that's something I have not addressed in this whole video. Kano deserves an award for this role right here. And I think that Kano has a future in film. Right? And that's not to take anything away from Ashley Walters, but like, if you like, a lot of the story, like, they really developed Kano in the Sully character in this series. He deserves an award for this, bro. If they don't give him an award for this, it'd be sad to see, man. I don't know if he can get an American award because we watch the shit here, and Netflix is an American distribution, American streamer. I don't know how that works, but yeah, he deserves an award for this. So okay, we're here. So now I want comments, man. So now we're gonna talk about this, man. So Sully's sitting in the car. This is after the kid decided not to kill him. Pay attention, motherfucker. This is after he decided not to kill him. So Sully gets in the car. Now we all, if everybody's watching this, we all know what happens here. So now we talk about theories. Who done it? Who done it? So Amari, Godflow, Kobe, I want y'all to type in who y'all think done it, right? Who y'all? He said, not this scene, man. I want to see, because I'm about to express my theories, man, on who I think did it and who I think didn't do it based on things that we know about their character. The funny thing is, because everybody's so out of character on this last season, it's like, how do we even know, man?
This scene was so weird. I knew he was going to die, and I kind of wanted him to die because it has to. I think what they did, right? What they did with Steph, right? Jamie's little brother. They was trying to. All right, boom. So they built up from Jack to Steph's little brother. They tried to show like the cycle, trying to stop the cycle, right?
Yeah, it was Power of the final episodes. Who killed Ghost?
But they was trying to stop the perpetuating cycle of, I guess, like drugs and trying to be a top boy, which you'll never stop. But that's what they tried to insinuate with those scenes.
I mean, yeah, they tried to do the, we can't let the villains, these are the stars of the show. But like, I noticed with all these drug series, they try to do some moral of the story type shit at the end where you gotta fuck the main character up so people don't think that crime pays, right?
No, crime do pay.
Yeah, crime pays. Anyway, yeah, we
Yeah,
ain't gonna discuss
that's a
that.
whole nother fucking story.
Right. So okay, so I'm gonna ask you first. Who you think did it and why?
I think it was one of the youths.
Which one?
I don't know which one, but it was one of them. It was either. I feel like it was either it was either the light skinned nigga.
So I'm gonna say some names, right?
Yeah.
Because I've been watching a couple videos of people talking about who they think did it, and I want you to tell me why you don't think that they did it, and I'll also chime in, right? So one of the names people like to say is Jack,
I don't think
right?
she did it.
Huh?
I don't think she did it.
I don't think she did it either. I don't think she did it either. She gonna shoot him and leave the drugs? Nah. I was always under the impression that she took them drugs because she ain't had nothing. Walking away from the game. That's one thing to want to stop the drug trade, but it's another thing. Okay, I'm gonna take the drugs, and I mean, if anything, excuse me, why not destroy him? Why not flush him down the toilet or some shit like that?
That's how terrible the fucking writing is on this season. Go back to it, bro. She literally took the drugs to stop niggas selling crack.
Right. So so yeah, right. So look, at any rate, I don't think it was Jack. I mean, Jack is capable,
I'm gonna say, of course,
but I don't think Jack wanted to. First of all, how would Jack know he was there, right? But I don't think Jack wanted no parts of Sully. A lot of people were shook of this dude. They were shook of this dude. You know what I mean? And so let's move on. So OS1 says he think that it was Jamie's little brother. I don't agree.
Nah, I think Steph came to the realization that this is the same shit. This is the same path that killed his brother. And remember, Steph was the kid in school. He was always putting Steph through school. And the only reason he didn't go to school in this one is because of Sully. If you really pay attention to that. But right. I think they built him up to the end to where he came to the realization like, nah, nigga, I'm better than you. And I had that same scene play out in my life. I wrote a song about that. Take Me Away. If you ever hear Take Me, I had a moment like that. I was literally there about to shoot somebody. And I was like, man, you know what? Fuck you, nigga. Like, I'm better than you.
So the way I looked at it is, okay, we see Steph practice in the mirror with the Heat and all of that shit. I just don't think he was built for it. I don't think he was. He's not made like that. There's some people say, oh, it might be his brother that did it. Nah, his brother absolutely didn't do it. Now, mind you, Sully got so much beef. It could have been anybody. But if you ask me, I think it was Jamie's homie. And this is why I say this. We talking about Cy, the light-skinned kid.
He put the gun in his mouth.
Sully put the gun in his mouth. Now, Steph had revealed to Cy that it was Sully that killed Jamie. Okay. And Jamie, that was his man.
That was his man.
If anything, after Kid, it was Cy. Cy took Steph on like, yo, you my man's little brother. I'm gonna hold you down. This and that and the third. Gave him heat to roll with. This and that, right? So again, he revealed to him. There's that scene where he revealed to him. You know what I mean? That he the one that did it, right? So the way I see it is, it's possible that Cy could have followed the little boy. Could have followed him. You know what I mean? Gave him the gun. Probably thought he would try to go at him or whatever. But then he found them, and okay. I don't think it was Jack. I don't think it was the other brother was a school kid. He ain't just pulling out heat and shooting nobody. You got to be Sully is a different type of individual. Like these dudes are killers. Most people are not killers. His big brother was a civilian. So I don't think it was Jamie's brother.
A
So
super civilian.
Right. So Amari says, I'm gonna go with Rafe, Dushane's cousin
Rafe
from a few seasons back.
we didn't even see Rafe in this joint though.
Yeah,
Amari.
we didn't see him at all. But not only that, but
I don't
how
think
would they
nobody
know?
knew Deshane was dead. Well, yeah, probably. But nah, because all them niggas was too busy with the riots.
But I don't think that who would know that Sully shot Deshane. But
But I'm gonna say this: if they did run on the news, blah blah, Duchesne is dead, that would definitely leave an opening for niggas to come kill Sully on some Scarface, on some fucking Manolo Scarface type shit. Because now like they don't have that brainchild, which is Duchesne, obviously, and Sully's the last piece to the puzzle, nigga. After you kill Sully, nigga, who else is there?
Well, first of all, after you kill Deshane, Sully's in the open. He's in the open.
He's an ogre.
No, he's in the open.
Yeah, super facts.
Right, he's in the open. Like after you kill Deshane, Sully is open season on Sully. Right?
But the thing when you say open season, it's so funny because it's always been open season on Sully. It's never been open season really that like crazy on Deshane.
This is also true.
And Sully's the crazy one, but it's never. Everybody was like, not really. They ain't really trying to fuck with Deshane.
But when I say open season, not to say that somebody wouldn't come after Sully, but there's no Deshane to save Sully because he's been getting saved all these times, right? So yeah. I'm with Kobe says it could have been a light-skinned kid. That's where I place my bets because like Rafe. Again, like who else would have knew like that Sully was there? This is the next day.
Besides the kids know.
This is the next day. This is the this is Jamie's people.
Yeah, right? They're the only ones that would knew Sully and
because they got lied to the young boy. But now another theory is the Irish. Another theory is the Irish that, it was payback for the murders of the two top
Irish it's too
dudes.
Quick. They didn't know.
Well, I don't. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knew? They did that shit in. Well, they had masks on.
They had masks. They had silencers. They killed the bodyguards. They killed the fucking old man. They killed both them niggas before they even sent the text out. It was over. Who?
It's crazy how they did that murder. They created a murder scene at an old folks' home, and nobody came for that. But Deshane kills one dude in his crib, and they got all his evidence. It was a murder.
I'm gonna say another interesting thing. Deshane, I feel like in all seasons was depicted always wearing gloves.
Yeah.
And that was the one time.
But then he cleans the shit out of his. I'm trying to understand, like he poured all this liquid and everything. Man, I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
For one, I'm gonna say this too. Even if Deshane killed that nigga, right? He wouldn't have acted that manic cleaning up. Because nobody knew he was there. He didn't break in. He just killed somebody. They're in a secluded area in Whiteville land. He could have cleaned up, took the CCTV, and been out of there. But he left blood. He left like what?
Yeah, that's the sloppiest situation I've ever seen him do the whole show.
And he did it barehanded. Come on, fam. Like, come on, fam. with no gloves, no mask, just did it. Like he just there, nigga.
Shout out to Leon. Leon says, $2
Oh, my
because
bad,
I gotta
man.
go and just spoil it. Yeah, hey man, I put spoilers in the title of the video. Spoilers, man. Don't walk. I said in the video, don't walk in here if you haven't watched this show. Don't walk in here, man. We gonna ruin it. We gonna ruin it. This is for the. That's why. Hey, look, I hate when people ruin shit. That's why I let them know, like, hey, man, don't come in here, man. I know Dr. T in his spoiler videos, man, right? Like, damn, the movie, like Dr. T will be spoiling the movie on the premiere night. That should have come out Wednesday, and he's already like, yeah, that motherfucker got murdered. He did it. He shot the nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's Dr. I told Dr. T, hey, Doc, man, you gotta give it a couple days, man. If a movie come out Friday, do the spoiler review on Monday. This it doesn't matter if you're not the first to review it. Do the spoiler review on Monday, fam. Because we want to watch your video and talk about it, but we can't all go to the movies the same night you go, bro. Shout out to Dr. T, man. But yeah, man. Nah, man. Hey, look, Leon, get out of here, man. We going to talk some more. Get out of here. Hey, I'm glad to have you in here, man. But I don't want to ruin this for you. It's a real good series, man. I mean, we about to wrap it up anyway. We've been here for an hour and a half, man. But yeah, man.
It didn't even feel like an hour and a half, bro.
Yeah, it's been an hour and a half, man. I want people.
I know. I see it. I see the time.
Type their theories. I want comments on this. Type your theories. Type in your opinions. You know, in the comment section. You know, who could have did it? Who didn't do it?
A lot of people say Jack because of the way they walked off.
Right. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it's her, man.
Why you don't think it's her?
Nah, because you know, I think that she was just trying to get away from all of that. She was trying to get away.
It
from
wouldn't
all
make
that.
sense.
I don't think that she wanted to face Sully, and I don't think that she would have knew where he was either.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, she was last with her girl. So to go from being with your girl to finding out where this random nigga is just retardedly corny writing.
Yeah. So you know. But all right, y'all.
Wait, hold on. Before we get out of here,
what's up?
Bongos. What you think about it?
Nah. So nice video, but nah. So at any rate, and Cardi ass wasn't that fat back in the day. I don't know where she bought that shit, but her body was not like that back in the day. But anyway, we about to break up out of here, man. You know, I appreciate all y'all for jumping up in here, man. And yeah, I'll be on Saturday, man. Yeah, Saturday's the Patreon, man. If you know, we're gonna do a conversation about, you know, Snowfall and I forget the other show. Wow, I feel like it ended kind of funny,
Peaky
man.
Blinders.
Huh?
Peaky Blinders.
Well, we can talk about Peaky Blinders, but Peaky Blinders ain't over. I don't know how many dudes actually watch the Peaky
I
Blinders.
have not watched that show.
But you know, Snowfall is definitely a thing. And what you call it? It was another show that we was watching that, like I said, in the kind of fugazi, but you know, definitely Snowfall is a discussion. But yo, we are out of here, man. This is a Thursday. You know, I'm glad to get up off of here early enough so dudes can do other shit with their night. I'll talk to y'all later, man.
Yo, peace, man.
Peace out.